Okay guys, so now we're going to hole punch the papers, and simply what I did was made a template so that I could use it for each of my pages, and every journal you do with me is going to be the same template so you can keep it. You can see what I did was use one of the extra pieces that we cut from the black journal papers, so they're all this size. I just grabbed one because it was right there. I measured it, so this is how I want my page to sit in my journal. And I marked it with white, so I knew it was right here. This is where I wanted my holes to be. And I simply did that. Then I took, and this is why I said at the beginning, sometimes I think like a single punch would be better, but I have so many hole punches that I just use this one. And what I did was I simply then punched a hole, doing this backwards, I punched a hole in, and I made sure that when I was doing this, see, this is why I said it had to be one at a time. So I made sure that it's right at the hole, that white line. Now you might be very creative and come up with a different one. See, this one, it's not gonna be, okay, so you see how this one was good and this one is not accurate. So honestly, I would do that again. You have a few pieces of paper, but you could just do the other side. So that's not accurate. I'm gonna kind of not have good pages then, right? Because all my pages are gonna be. So I'm gonna do the other side. I would probably get an extra one, honestly, because you can see how with this one that I did, well, actually, you know, that hole was a little off too, and it worked, but okay, so I'm gonna do that again, and I'm gonna really watch that I'm getting it in the right space. Okay, so that worked awesome. So you can see how now I have the holes. So I'm gonna take my journal pages and I am going to measure it with my measurer. So I'm gonna take this, and make sure you don't hole punch it again, but use it so that it's accurate. And this is probably going to be the most time consuming of them, because you want to make sure that they're accurate. I mean, honestly, if you were off a little bit, you could just put an extra hole. I'll show you if this happens. So then you open this up and I'm just gonna, do you see how this is just not, it's gonna be hard to, so you're just gonna want to trim that up because it's gonna catch on everything. So the other thing you want to make sure that you're doing when you're doing this is that your blue page is in the front. So you could actually do it like this, but then your pages, to make sure they all match up, make sure you're punching it on the blue side. So then this goes in, and ta-da. See, this is a little tight here, right like that. So you know what I would do is I'd just go in and I would punch it again a little bit. And I mean, just make it ever so, just a little bit. I just punched the hole a little bit bigger. And now it fits better, because then it's gonna turn better. So if you miss it a little bit, don't panic. Just do it a little longer. Like, you can't tell that this hole is huge, but it's a little bigger than this hole, and that's okay, because you want to be able to turn your page well in your journal. And then the next page is this one. So we're going to want to go ahead and do that same thing. And again, with this one, you want to make sure that your aqua side is up, because then you will have your aqua side with this one. See, this bottom one, I'm going to do the same one with this a little bit, just because I like them to turn well. You can see how, honestly, a single punch, why I said like that would be really awesome. I actually think I'm going to do that for the next video, just because it's going to be easier for me, because you can see better with the single punch. So I'm going to go invest in a single punch too. So you can see how I kind of just made that a little bit bigger, and then it will turn better. So you're going to continue to doing the next one. So you're going to have 8 pages of these, of each. So you're going to do another blue one and another aqua one until they're all full. And then at the very end, you'll have the blank page, and I'll show you that at the end when we're done. But go ahead and do that. I want to give you that time. And then we're going to go ahead and put the rhinestone final touches on your pages. Bye for now. See you in the next video.